It's Week 13 of the NFL. And front and center is Jacoby Brissett. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season.
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 59 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jonathan Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Tua going to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Tua.
That's going to be caught by Cox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. To throw, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
Looking for Cole Turner on that one, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
On third down, Brissett.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Here's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Now Tua.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yeah, they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Play action now. Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag.
Under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. H.A. now up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Brissett. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Play fake, Brissett. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brissett sets to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A give left side to Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, here's Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. From the red zone now, Brissett.
That one complete out to Dodson.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Tua.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Now Brissett. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Logan Thomas.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
2 now on 1st down.
Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Tua. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's A-Chain.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Washington offense back out there. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a fit.
There he goes, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Brissett again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Brissett now.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that gets them back within 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special.
Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. From there, we're off to check out another game.